here in the UK. Someone recognized the Yorkshire Dales in a Viking show and immediately ran to the comments to type in caps, "Vikings are from Norway." Well, you've got Netflix, you've watched the Viking series, you picture longships, axes, Norway, Denmark, and Iceland. But here's something most people never think about. If your family's from Yorkshire, the northeast, or parts of the old Danelaw, there's a decent chance your ancestors lived among Viking settlers. In fact, many towns and villages there still carry Norse names ending in by, Thorpe, and Thwaite. History leaves clues, sometimes in your DNA, sometimes on the road signs. Now head down to Cornwall. Many families there can trace deep roots to the ancient Celts, whose culture and language survived long after other parts of Britain changed. Go north into the Scottish Highlands, and you'll find the legacy of the Gaels. Visit Orkney, Shetland, or the Isle of Man, and you'll see places where Norse influence remained so strong that it shaped local names, traditions, and ancestry for centuries. In much of the south and east of England, you'll find a stronger Anglo-Saxon legacy, reflected in both archaeology and modern genetic research. And then there are the Normans. Here's the funny part. Rollo the Viking was given land in Normandy. In agreement, he would repel Viking raids on those lands. The Normans were therefore themselves descended from Viking settlers who had established communities generations earlier. By the time they reached England, they'd developed their own identity, laws and customs, but some of their ancestry still reached back to those same Norse roots. So in one sense, the Viking story appears twice. The real point is this. When people say the Vikings, or the Celts, or the Anglo-Saxons, as though they're talking about completely different people, they're forgetting what happened next. They didn't all just leave. Families grew, generations passed, bloodlines merged. The history of Britain didn't disappear. It became the people living here today. That's why studying history is so fascinating. You're not just reading about strangers, you're reading about the people who helped make you. Distant family members, warriors, farmers, builders, sailors, explorers, traders, inventors, every generation adding another thread to the tapestry. And together, those threads became Britain.